Hi boys and girls, and welcome to the Crafty Corner. I'm Miss Lisa and I have another craft for you today. We are going to be making this wonderful cow. It is now February, so it's almost Valentine's Day, so the spots on the cow are going to be hearts. Isn't that so cute? Now when you come to the library and grab your packet, you're going to get two big wiggly eyes. You're going to get some pink paper, a paper plate, and a piece of black paper. You will need scissors and a Sharpie and some glue for this project, and probably even some tape. All right, so let's get started. What we're going to do first is the ears on this cow. So I'm going to take my black paper. Now be careful, boys and girls, because this whole piece of paper needs to be the ears and all the hearts that you want. So don't cut anything out like right out of the center, because then you're not going to have enough paper left over. So to make the ears, I'm just going to cut a strip of paper right here off the end. And then I'm going to fold it in half so that I cut two pieces of paper that are exactly alike. And for the ears, I'm just going to sort of make an oval. So I'm just going to come up and I'm going to round off the top. This might not really be what like a cow's ear looks like, but it's close enough for our craft today. So you're going to want to tape these to the back, because gluing on this edge here of the paper plate is a little tricky. So unless you want to sit there and hold the white glue and hold the piece of paper for a long time, it's probably better if you go ahead and just tape it. Before I do that though, I'm going to finish the ears off by creating some skinny hearts to go here on the ears. So again, I'm going to cut about the same shape paper. I'm going to fold it in half. And then to make a heart, boys and girls, I'll show you this in a little bit later, but I'll just show you right now. I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to make a little cut that goes up, and then I'm going to twirl my scissors around and then come back down toward the fold. And that's an easy way to make a heart, and it fits almost just perfectly right there on those ears that I made. It might be a little bit too long, so a little bit too skinny, so I think I'm just going to trim this up just a little bit and make it a little bit shorter. With my glue stick, I can glue paper to paper, so I'm going to put the glue on the heart and glue it over here on this ear, and same thing here. Then I'm going to take my new piece of paper. I'm going to take my paper plate, and I'm going to see where I want my ears. Probably not real close together, but off to the sides. All right, so when I've got that adjusted, I might just put a little glue here to sort of hold it in place. Oops, see, it didn't stick at all. So that's when you're going to have some tape. And you're just going to tape that bottom edge of your ear. And then it will stay on, just nice and easy. Okay, so now my heart's not really showing all that well, so I've put it down too far. So I'm going to slide that back up and do the same thing over here. There we go. So now we can see the hearts on the ears. All right, the next thing I want to do is probably decide where my eyes are going to go. And for our eyes, you are going to want to use white glue. So give yourself a little glob of white glue and decide where you want your eyes. Okay. And then let's go ahead and make the mouth, and then we can see what space is left to make his dots make the hearts. So for his mouth, first of all, I'm going to cut a rectangle, and then I'm going to fold it over, and then I'm going to round the edges a little bit here to create, and that looks like lips. That is not the best way of doing things. So let's take this and just round that off a little bit. And we are looking for an oval, and I'm not doing a really good job today, boys and girls. If you have a if you have a pencil, you might want to draw this out first, because if I just keep going around and around and around until I get the shape I want, I might not have much pink paper left. So let's see. That doesn't look too bad. It's a little fat here on the top. Sometimes I get a little picky about the way I like things. So if I just glue that down, And we're doing paper to paper, so we can use our glue stick. Just make sure you get plenty of glue stick on there, or you can use the white glue, it's fine. You just don't put too much because then it will squeeze out all over your paper. Okay, now to give the cow its cute little nose and features here, you're going to want to use your Sharpie, and I'm going to draw a smiley face in here. And then I'm going to create 2 little hearts right here and right here. And I'm going to go ahead and shade those in. And then we have our little nose and our smile for our cow. Okay, very cool. If you're not a good heart drawer, you may need to have an adult help you with that part. All right, now we get to make the dots. So we're going to take our black paper, and we want a variety of sizes. You don't want all of the hearts to be the same size. And so I'm just going to cut this. Now a heart is made out of a square of paper, and you're going to want to fold it in half. And if you have a pencil, if you're not real good at just eyeballing it, you want to have the crease right here, the fold of the paper, and you're going to want to go up and then make an arc, and then you're going to come back down toward the edge of the paper. So once you have that on there, and once you've learned how to do it, it's pretty easy that you don't even have to draw it anymore. So there's a really big heart. So that's probably too big for my cow. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to trim my heart down so that it's the right size to put on him. All right. So I can stick him up over here. Now, since that heart was so big, I don't need a square this big. Let's see if I can make a smaller heart here. So I've got my crease. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to curve around, and then to make a smaller heart, I just need to come down faster and not all the way. Now this one has a deep V in it, and since I don't really care for that, I'm going to come back in here and trim off that top part of the heart. So then we have this heart, and I had it going out on my other one, so you can decide where you want them. They can be going any way on your cow. To make the smaller hearts, you just need a smaller box, a smaller little rectangle or square. Have that fold right here and just go up and curve around and make a little heart. So that's almost a perfect one. I like that heart. Let's cut a couple little smaller ones, and then we'll glue them in place, and then our little heart cow will be about done. All right, let's see if I can get a teeny tiny one. So I'm just going to come here and just curve around and come on down, and you have these little tiny hearts. All right, so I'm going to use these hearts, and I actually think I'm going to trim this one down just a little bit more even. We want some of the white to show on the cow. So, all right. This one needs a little bit more of an angle in there. There we go. All right, so you just put those hearts wherever you want. Now, if you're gluing on this edge part, which most of these hearts are near the edge, you will want the white glue. So, and if you glue on the inside where the crease was, that will help it stay on the paper even better. Oops, it fell. So let's just stick him up here like that. And the paper plate will lay flat if you press it a little bit, so that will work there. See how it's popping up a little bit right there? That's because that's on the crease. All right, let's glue this little guy here, and these little guys down here on his chin area. And then we're about done. So you're going to have to take some time, boys and girls, and hold these little hearts down, because they are going to pop up because of the curvature of the paper plate. Okay, well, that one's came all the way up. All right, we need one more over here. And we have our first little Valentine craft of the month. I'm just going to stick him over here So now here at the library, we do have books about cows. So if you go to our farm animals section, you can read about cows. This one says, "Why do cows sleep standing up?" And we also have some fiction stories, like this one is a funny story about how cows love to eat cookies. So that's sort of a funny story. All right, I'm not going to continue to press these down here. You'll get the idea. All right, boys and girls, what do you think? We have this really cute cow that's got hearts on him. Come on down to the library and get your packet. I'm Miss Lisa for the Fayette County Public Library. Thank you so much for watching the Crafty Corner, and I will be back next week for another craft just for you. Bye now.